Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a general zodiac reading for the sign of Sagittarius. And Sagittarius, I do still need to do your twin flame reading, which I will be doing when I'm back from vacation. Just keep in mind this won't resonate with every Sagittarius out there, and if it's not resonating and you feel called to check your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, you can. I've already shuffled the cards, so we're just going to jump right in. I'm going to be using a few different oracle decks. Interesting, my throat chakra is closing over, so maybe there's no communication between you or there's communication difficulties. Anyway, we're going to get a few different oracle decks, and then I'm going to get tarot and a few channeled messages. So let's see what's happening for you and this connection. I'm just going to cut it. We have distance. Physically distant, emotionally distant, and I was feeling that blockage in communication or a blocked throat chakra. So even if there is communication, maybe not much communication. So what do we need to know for Sagittarius? All right, so we do have conflict, confused on how to move forward, and waiting. And we have apology on the bottom. So it could be that you're waiting for an apology from this person. We have priority. So it could be that this person didn't prioritize this connection, or there was inconsistency here. And we have leaving. So someone could have walked away from this connection. It also says lessons moving forward. So I feel like this was a connection that was meant to teach you both lessons. Maybe one of the lessons you learned was that this person, maybe you were in a dynamic that it was very inconsistent, hot and cold, and they weren't prioritizing you, or they were prioritizing other things over you. And perhaps you learned a lesson that, you know, this isn't what you want. Maybe you're someone who wants consistency. I just heard that you could be dealing with someone who's an avoidant. We have dreams, divine guidance. So right now, you could be dreaming about this person getting divine guidance from dreams. I feel like they're dreaming about you. And like I said, we have apology on the bottom. So it does look like either you're waiting for an apology or this person is waiting for the right time to come towards you with an apology. It says, I'm sorry, forgive me, I miss us. But then we have this conflict, confused on how to move forward. So I honestly feel like maybe you are trying to release this, and now this person is trying to figure out, they're confused on how to come towards you with this apology. We also have fresh start. So you could be wanting a fresh start within this connection. But there's this energy of waiting. And I don't think you're waiting for them because we have that plane. So you could be going through an ascension, or you are releasing it. You know, you could have that mindset. What's meant for me will not pass me by. You've learned a lesson here. I feel like it's more so your person that's conflicted on how to come towards you with this apology. Perhaps, you know, there was some sort of final boundary or ending here. So let's get a few more oracle cards. I'm going to go with this deck. Already shuffled. I need to remind myself that it's already shuffled, or else I'll just start shuffling again. So we have spring on the bottom and apology. So something could have happened in March, April, or May, depending on where you are in the world. Spring could be symbolic. This is also about new beginnings, just like this card. And we have apology, which were the two cards that were there, apology and fresh start, on that other deck. So let's see what we need to hear. Actually, Spirit's telling me to look underneath apology. So we do have commitment anxiety, or fear of commitment. And we have this person, again, confused on how to come towards you with this apology. They want to make amends here. But perhaps, you know, they're afraid that you're no longer interested in this, that you've left them behind. So let's see what we need to hear about this connection. So this person is definitely cautious about coming towards you, and I feel like you might be also cautious. Like if this person were to pop up, I feel like maybe you would be cautious because, again, I don't think they were prioritizing this connection. But they're feeling, I'm seeing the Queen of Swords, so they're feeling apprehensive about approaching you. We do have passion, so there is a lot of desire, a lot of attraction, a lot of chemistry between you. We have life partner, so definitely the person you were dealing with saw you as a life partner, but there was, I'm hearing a few different things, but there was that fear of commitment. The other thing I'm hearing is for some of you, maybe this person already had a marriage or a family or a partnership, but they felt this desire, heat, attraction, chemistry towards you. And then we have healing. So difficult self-truths, acknowledgement, inner work. So that's actually good because it shows that this person is doing a lot of self-evaluation right now about what they want. And they are feeling regret here because that's, if they weren't feeling regret, wanting to make amends, we wouldn't have apology coming out twice. This is also the energy of judgment. So wanting to resurrect something here with you, making a judgment call. I'm just going to get a few more. That just flipped out again. So clearly Spirit wants me to put it there. So these, hang on, these cards are for both of you. Just because I'm putting some on each side, it's just about room. So we do have childish player playing games. So you could have felt like this person was quite immature and was prioritizing other things over you, which is what I keep saying. You know, they could have been prioritizing work or partying, maybe another person. We have travel, so there is distance between the two of you, emotional, physical distance, and this is the energy of someone wanting to come towards you. And we have celebrate. Which gives me 4 of Wands energy or 3 of Cups. So this person could come towards you. That's really interesting because they're conflicted on how to come towards you, but maybe it could be that you have a birthday coming up, or if you're a Sun Sagittarius, you would have a birthday coming up. So this person may reach out around your birthday. There goes my throat again. So I feel like this person could reach out around the time of your birthday or around the time of Christmas. And it says, listen, intuition, don't talk, hear what they are really saying. So we also have this caution here. So there is a little bit of caution around this. Spirit saying, you know, make sure when they reach out to you that they're showing that they've done some inner work and that they're not still coming from an immature place, you know, wanting to play games with you. You know, be careful, don't rush. Listen to your intuition, hear what they are really saying. If they're coming in an immature energy, it may not be the right time. That's what I'm getting for that. Like I said, there's a little bit of a warning there for you, I'm hearing. Hang on, this needs to go on the side. All right, we're still going to get some more oracle cards just to make sure we truly understand what's happening here. Let's cut the deck. We have unhealed. So yeah, I feel like you were dealing with someone who is quite unhealed, and you could have been unhealed as well. Like maybe you kept giving to an inconsistent situation because you still had something unhealed within you. Like maybe you had a fear of abandonment. I do think it's very positive that we have healing here because it shows that some of these unhealed things are being healed. But Spirit, again, this fresh start can't happen until there's a proper apology and until there's some healing. So just use your intuition And I'm hearing a little bit of your logic when this person comes in, because if they're still in an immature energy, it's not the right time. It will need more time. But tarot I'll make sure to check that out with tarot. So we're just going to get a couple of these ones. So it's going to be your choice. We have choices on the bottom. We do have long lasting. So this could turn into something quite long lasting. But the other thing I was hearing is that this person could have, we have this priority card. So this person could have been prioritizing family over you. We have chemistry, magnetic bond. So we have two cards about this magnetic attraction between the two of you. What I'm really hearing is that you've inspired this person to work on their unhealed trauma, specifically stemming from their family. And, you know, if you were, I was hearing an avoidant, so you could have been looking for consistency from an avoidant person. I'm not making excuses for them. I'm just trying to explain the energy. But you've inspired this person through this magnetic bond, through this attraction, to really do some inner work when it comes to possibly generational trauma with that family card, that family tree. And this inspired card is also about someone feeling inspired to come towards you. So one more oracle deck. We have soulmate on the bottom. So clearly you have a soul connection with this person. There could have been people, this forbidden love, it says wants to, but not right now. People getting in the way. So there could have been other people getting in the way of this connection. Let's just get a few of these. One more. We have a door looks up to you. So this person does adore you. They could have you up on a pedestal. We also have an offer coming in. Proposal, dedication, taking responsibility, commitment. So it almost feels like this person had to rise or grow or evolve up to your level. And I don't mean that you think you were better than them. I feel like this person had you on a bit of a pedestal. Maybe they thought they weren't enough for you, which maybe gave to that unconscious avoidant energy. Maybe they thought they couldn't provide for you. Because this card always makes me think of someone who has the other person up on a pedestal, which sounds great, but it's actually not, because once someone has you on a pedestal, they feel beneath you energetically. And what I was also hearing was that, you know, maybe this person needed to do some inner work and evolve and heal, divine timing, possibly take accountability, take responsibility before coming towards you, before you could have this fresh start. And even this is giving me a little bit of a pedestal, like them looking up to you. We do have compromise coming in. So this is, you know, I'm seeing the Five of Wands in reverse. This is about the end of conflict. A period of compromise is coming. There's going to be resolution here. This person willing to meet you halfway, which in the past, you could have been... That's interesting. You could have been meeting, like you could have been overextending yourself to this person. We also have single here. So if this person was in another connection, they're now single. The other thing I'm hearing is that you, like that plane is there, lessons learned moving forward. And when this card came out, I actually saw the threatened card wanting to come out. I should have just taken it. And if you, maybe you met this person online dating, but if you have learned a lesson and you're moving forward and you are looking for a fresh start and you're putting yourself out there, I feel like maybe this person knows that, or they can sense it. And I feel like energetically, again, I don't know if they know this is happening, but on a subconscious level, they could have started to feel threatened that if they didn't come towards you with an apology, that they were going to miss out on you. Like, this is someone who sees you as the love of a lifetime. And you could have just wanted, this says stable, so you could have been very stable and wanted stability in this connection. It's interesting because right before I started your reading, I was seeing something about how people with avoidant personalities have a hard time with consistency. So the more you kind of want consistency from them, the more they feel suffocated. And I'm not saying that to make you feel bad. I'm not saying that to make excuses. It's like an energetic thing that happens from an unhealthy attachment style, possibly from generational trauma. All right, so now we're going to get tarot and really see what's happening here. I kind of want to use, let's use this one for you. We're going to use the Panda Tarot. We have the Five of Wands on the bottom, so this person does feel conflicted on how to come towards you. There could have been a lot of arguments. Then we have the Four of Wands, so clearly there were blockages. And I was saying I was seeing the Four of Wands, so clearly there were blockages here preventing stability and union or reunion or marriage. This person could have had inner conflict about commitment. There could have been other people getting in the way of this connection. Oh, I already shuffled these. What am I doing? See, if I don't remind myself. So after I shuffled them one more time and cut the deck, we have the Ace of Swords. So there is some epiphany happening here, some sort of clarity, a breakthrough coming in, and we do have the Fool. So there's definitely communication and this fresh start wanting to come in, this leap of faith. But again, Spirit's reminding me about the trust your intuition when this comes in. Because you also don't want this person just rushing in an immature way because they feel threatened because they think you're dating someone else, right? So we're going to look at, I want to see what Spirit wants me to know about this connection and what went on between you in the past. The Tower, so there was definitely an ending. We have the Four of Cups. So 10 of Swords in reverse on the bottom. So there was a desire to reconciliate or to put this relationship back together. Maybe you even tried. It's also about learning lessons. So I feel whatever this Tower moment was, an important lesson was learned here on both sides. This Tower does show, though, that there was no stability here, or there was something unstable that needed to come down. And there was an unexpected ending or a Tower moment here. We have the Four of Cups in reverse. So maybe this, I was hearing with that plane, like, you know what you want now. And this Tower moment, maybe when you were in this connection, you couldn't see clearly, because when you're in that Tower, think about being in a tower that's trying to come down. So there's like storms and lightning bolts and the tower is shaking. So arguments, confusion, not being able to see things clearly, fear. But once that tower falls and the dust settles, it brings clarity, which is about what the Four of Cups in reverse is about. It's about clarity and awareness. Perhaps, you weren't happy with the way things were going in this connection. You could have felt like this person was, oh my gosh, why did the words just fall out of my head? You could have felt like they were taking you for granted. I feel like you made this person a priority, but they weren't reciprocating that energy. And I feel like you have clarity that that's what you want. We do have the Six of Wands. So the Six of Wands, I feel with the Six of Wands, you could have met online. There also could have been a lot of ego here, like especially if you were dealing with someone immature. This person could have been very much in their ego, I'm hearing like self-focused, but I feel like you have clarity that you want someone who recognizes the love that you have to give, and you want someone who appreciates you prioritizing them. And we have Ace of Cups, so there was love here. And you know what? You know what I'm also hearing? Maybe you're already dating someone new. Because it also feels like if this person knows that you're looking for love online, that could have been a tower moment for them that brought them clarity. But we're going to keep looking at this. Let's look at their energy. 10 of Pentacles. So this person, the Emperor in reverse. 8 of Swords in reverse. Okay. The Chariot. All right. So I say things for a reason. So this person does have new perspectives. They have been doing work on possibly the generational trauma that I was talking about. 10 of Pentacles, they are stabilizing in their energy. And I feel like they have a new perspective about how they were very much acting from a place of ego and an immature place with the Emperor in reverse. You could have also been dealing with someone who wasn't, providing for this connection, wasn't providing stability or consistency. We talked about it. And they could have been very stubborn. Like this person could have been very set in their ways or had a fear of commitment. But this 8 of Swords shows that they're having new perspectives about this. But the Emperor's still in reverse. So that makes sense why we have the Caution card. Because even though this person is working on their stability and they have new perspectives and they're freeing themselves here from this Emperor in reverse energy, the Emperor is still here in reverse, which makes I'm seeing that Caution card. So it makes sense why this person could be confused on how to come towards you, because the Emperor is not confused on how to come towards you. The Emperor knows what they want and they go get it, they take action. But the Emperor is in reverse right now. So yes, this person is thinking about long term. Yes, this person has new perspectives. Yes, this person wants to come towards you, the Chariot. They want to travel towards you, confirming that card. But they're unsure how to do so. They're lacking the confidence to do so. And the Wheel of Fortune shows that this person is still, I feel like they're still making adjustments. And once they're finished making those adjustments, that's when they'll come in. So they are thinking about coming in here. But just remember, if this person comes in and they're still in that ego energy or that immature energy, caution. Let's see your energy. We have Aries. Let's see your energy. Show me Sagittarius's energy. So you have learned a lesson here. I'm hearing that you have learned a lesson and that you will no longer accept less than you deserve. Yeah, you've learned a lesson. You've closed out some kind of chapter here. You've ended some kind of pattern with the world, and you're focused on your fulfillment. We also have the 10 of Swords in reverse. So I feel like you're seeing things really clearly. The 10 of Swords does speak of wanting to put a relationship back together. So you could be wanting to have a reconciliation with this person, but only if it's fair, only if it's balanced. Now I'm hearing only if they, like if this person was married, only if they divorce that other person. That's not going to be for all of you. But you've learned an important lesson and you're not going to repeat the pattern that happened in the past. And the 3 of Cups talks about a mutually beneficial connection that leads, or that a mutually beneficial connection that's balanced. So you're no longer interested in something where somebody doesn't prioritize you and you prioritize them. You've learned a lesson here. Now, your current energy, you could be talking to people online with the Three of Cups and the world, because the world can represent the World Wide Web. So you could be talking to people online, or you could be posting online that you're feeling really good. You could be working on your hobbies with the Three of Cups. You could be spending time with friends, which could explain why this person kind of feels this push to come towards you. I also feel like for some of you, you could have learned an important lesson here. I know I've said that already. I'm just going to turn on my light. It seems really dark in here. It's not the prettiest light, but whatever. There could be a lesson that you learned here where even if this person does come in, remember we're getting those listen with your intuition, the caution, don't rush. You could even be feeling like if this person does resurface, you want to start out as friends to make sure they've changed and that they can even give to a friendship, let alone a romantic connection. Maybe you're friends with them now, I don't know. So let's see, and justice is on the bottom. So again, you want balance and you're working on balance right now. It does feel like this, I'm getting that confused how to move forward and the apology. So it feels to me like for some of you, you do feel like there needs to be an apology if this is going to move forward. And this is kind of like, I'm seeing this as you and them, like they took a lot from this connection and kind of maybe pushed you to the back burner. Libra energy, we also have Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio. So let's see how they're feeling about you. Yeah, that's good. We have the Ace of Swords and the Seven of Cups in reverse and the Four of Swords in reverse. So they do have clarity and awareness. You know, they have the Four of Cups in reverse. The Four of Swords in reverse, this person wants to reignite this passion with you. Remember all those cards we were getting about this connection they feel for you. I feel like you inspire them. Maybe you've inspired them to heal. This person does have clarity when it comes to you. All three cards are about clarity. So Seven of Cups in reverse, that's about seeing things really clearly, seeing that they made you feel like an option, that they prioritized other things over you. There's this want to reignite passions with you. And remember, they have new perspectives here. Eight of Swords in reverse as well. So they do have new perspectives here. Ace of Swords, they have clarity. They want to communicate with you. They've had an epiphany. But the Seven of Cups in reverse can also speak of someone who knows what they need to do, but they're kind of waiting. Or they're, sorry about my throat, I feel like your person has a blocked throat chakra. They know what they need to do, but they haven't done it yet. So I don't, like, even if you're talking to this person, I don't think they've taken accountability yet. Or have told you, yeah, see, there's the, there's the Nine of Swords. That's that fear about coming towards you. Like they have this fear about communicating with you, or I feel like they're losing sleep over this. They know they need to reach out to you before they miss their chance, is what I'm hearing. And also this person having a realization about a fear of commitment. It's right here. Taurus energy with the Hierophant. So they do see commitment with you. This is about release from isolation, so they do want to come towards you. I just want to get a couple for how you're feeling about them. How are you feeling about them? We have the Lovers and the Queen of Cups. So there was a choice that was made here, I believe, to focus on your own self-love with the Queen of Cups. With the Lovers, Gemini energy, and then we have Water, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, I do feel like you feel a divine love connection with this person, or a strong connection. You could also know that this connection taught you something about self-love and how to give to yourself. The Queen of Cups, the shadow, is actually like someone who gives too much. And let me be clear, It's not because you gave too much. I don't think they gave enough to you. I think that you were giving and overextending yourself and they weren't giving enough and it became imbalanced. And when the energy becomes imbalanced like that, it is impossible to meet halfway and have that balance within a connection. So I feel like for how you feel about them, you did give them a lot of love. The Lovers is also about a choice. So I'm hearing like right now you may be choosing to focus on self-love and fill your own cup up. You could also feel like this person has some healing to do with the Queen of Cups. And there could be this energy of wanting to deepen a connection with them, but only if they make the choice to heal. We have the Eight of Pentacles. So right now you are making the choice to kind of focus on yourself and to invest in yourself, which by doing that, you're telling the universe, this is what I deserve, and that's what you're going to attract in. Whereas when you give to a connection where you're overextending yourself and that person isn't prioritizing you, you're telling the universe, this is what I think I deserve. So you have learned an important lesson here. Maybe you thought you could help heal this person. I talk all the time about how we can't heal anybody else. All we can do is heal ourselves and be an inspiration to others to heal energetically. So let's see what their intentions are with you. Can I please confirm that? Okay. All right. So we have the Two of Swords, which is kind of, again, it's the energy of a choice, similar to how you have the Lovers. So this person is, right now their intentions are to rekindle something with you, Knight of Cups, to send a romantic message, but the Two of Swords is like frozen in fear, or like they just very confused on how to come towards you. So I feel like this person is watching you with the Page of Swords. There's this energy here that this person is confused on how to come towards you. I'm hearing, where do we go from here? So what I'm seeing right now in their intentions, and it makes sense because the Emperor's in reverse, right now their intention is to send a message, a small message, to kind of get more information, to see if you are still interested in them, if you are going to answer them, if you, maybe even if you're going to reply. That's what I just said, Spirit, thanks. Maybe even to see if you've blocked them or not. Because I'm seeing a text message. You don't know you're blocked until you send a text message and you see not delivered. That's when you know you're blocked. Or if you're on an iPhone, it comes up green, I believe, as a text if they've blocked you. I don't know if that's actually true or not, though. But this person's intentions, my dogs are going nuts right now. This person's intentions, because they're confused on how to move forward, is to start a conversation with you, send a message, hey, how you doing? To see if you're even open to hearing from them. And then once they get that information, they want to open up more vulnerably to you with the Knight of Cups and be vulnerable with you. I feel like they want to send you a romantic message, but they're not even sure if they should do that. So that's what I'm seeing for intentions, and it makes sense because that Emperor is in reversed. Like I said, if the Emperor was in the upright, this person wouldn't be like, well, maybe I should send a romantic message. Well, what if they don't reciprocate that? Maybe I should just say hello and see if they're going to answer me. Like, that is not Emperor energy. So it makes sense that these are their intentions. It's almost like they're strategizing how to come towards you because there's fear here. So let's see. This person could be younger than you. Let's see what they actually do, because energy changes. So by the time they take action, their energy may change. Like they may come in very differently than this, but right now that's their intention. It's a little bit of like trying to protect themselves from getting hurt. So let's see what the actual action is. What action is this person going to take towards you? What action is this person going to take towards you? Oh, good. Okay, good. Good, good, good. I was going to say what we want to see, because I looked at this right before I asked about action. We want to see something about an apology. That's what we want to see. And that's exactly what came out. So we have the Nine of Swords and we have Justice for action. So I feel like once they get over this anxiety, that's when they're going to come in. But they're coming in taking accountability. They're coming in to apologize. So they're coming in a very honest energy, a balanced energy with justice, willing to take responsibility for the anxiety they caused in this connection. With the combination, like usually I see the Nine of Swords as someone who's very anxious. But there's also a meaning of the Nine of Swords. And paired with justice, that's what I'm hearing. It's about healing begins with an honest conversation. So the Nine of Swords can be an honest conversation is needed if there's going to be healing and a fresh start here. And that's exactly what's coming in. Is that this could happen in 9 weeks. Because the Nine of Swords is weeks, so 9 weeks. But a healing, honest conversation where this person takes responsibility. And that's what I meant about this energy here, is right now they're kind of strategizing to come towards you in a small way. But in the end, they come in very honest, taking responsibility and accountability and apologizing. So if you are talking to this person right now and it seems a little surface level, I feel like this deeper conversation is coming. I just want to get a few more. Okay. It could be 10 days to 9 weeks. Let's just get a little bit more about this action. Let's confirm this action, please. We have the Hierophant. So this person does have a new perspective, Hanged Man on the bottom. So they do have a new perspective about commitment here. And they want to communicate regret for there's a lot of regret here for not committing to you or having a fear of commitment. I feel like they're actually going to talk to you about having this fear of commitment or a regret of not committing to you or not being a stable, the Hierophant can talk about traditional relationships, stable relationships, commitment. So there is regret here. And this is beautiful because this person, it shows these 2 cups still standing. And I feel like this person is hoping that you'll kind of welcome them back. So I was hearing 10 days to 9 weeks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the connecting energy for the next 4 to 6 weeks. Connecting energy. Actually, you know what? Spirit's telling me to do 10 days, 4 to 6 weeks, then 9 weeks. Get a card for each. All right. 10 days, connecting energy. We have the 6 of Cups and the High Priestess. So if this person reconnects with you in the next 10 days, there's going to be an energy of you needing to listen to your intuition with the High Priestess. Now, if this person, there's 2 things here, okay? I'm seeing 2 scenarios. One is that this person reaches out to you, 6 of Cups, like reunion energy, hearing from that past person, but they're kind of guarded with you, which makes me think they're coming in a little prematurely because remember their intentions right now. That's their intentions right now, is to kind of guard themselves, to not let you see their vulnerabilities right away, like testing the waters, remember? So if you do hear from this person in the next 10 days, please keep in mind that they're going to be guarded with you. But the High Priestess is symbolic of someone who has a lot of love and intimacy for you, but it's behind a calm, cool exterior. So please keep that in mind. If this person reaches out to you and they seem very like calm, cool, collected, there's more going on there than meets the eye. Listen to your intuition. Remember that card. The other thing I'm seeing is this could be nostalgia, and someone's still holding back from you. Let's go 4 to 6 weeks, connecting energy. 4 to 6 weeks, what is the connecting energy? My goodness, that card, I don't know what that was, but it flew across the room. We have Temperance. So Temperance shows things coming into balance. Temperance shows healing, balance, harmony, being patient. My dogs are driving me nuts. I'm going to get one more to confirm. Just ignore my dogs for a minute or hit mute. Let's confirm this. 4 to 6 weeks. We have Strength and Judgment. Okay. Oh my gosh. Hang on. I'm hoping they stop. If I pause it, then I have to stitch them together and it takes a while. So there, they've stopped. So the next... A test of patience. That's what I'm hearing. So the next 4 to 6 weeks, we do have an honest conversation here. We have a choice being made. That could be you making a choice whether you even want this connection anymore. This is about this person wanting to resurrect something with you here. You're definitely hearing from this person. So just keep that in mind. If you hear from them in the next 10 days, it may take 4 to 6 weeks to get into a more balanced energy where this really is resurrected. If you don't hear from them in the next 10 days, in the next 4 to 6 weeks, you're going to be hearing from them and they're going to come in with confidence. And remember, we talked about that Emperor. They're going to be coming in with confidence and you're going to see that they've done a lot of self-evaluation and things are balanced with Temperance. We also have 10 of Cups on the bottom, emotional fulfillment, someone coming home, happiness. So just don't hold on to that 10-day thing too much, because I think for a lot of you, if this person comes in the next 10 days, it's going to still take 4 to 6 weeks for them to open up to you, like in an emotional, vulnerable way. Strength is also about cultivating a strong relationship. And then I just want to do 9 weeks just because I was hearing it. So the connecting energy in 9 weeks. There we go. 3 of Swords, reconciliation. That's what I mean. So don't overthink it if this person comes in silent and guarded in the next 10 days. Because in 9 weeks, we have a reconciliation. We have the 2 of you making amends, if that's what you want. I love that progression of time there. I've never been called to do that. All right. Actually, let's see what your advice is about this. What is your advice? We have 9 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles. So keep investing in other things. Keep investing in your own inner healing. Keep investing in things that fulfill you and raise your vibration, because your manifestations are coming in here. There's a wish fulfillment coming in. Yeah, the Sun. So definitely focus on things that uplift your energy right now, which I think you're already doing with the 3 of Cups. Hobbies, friendships, things that raise your vibration. And it feels like your wish fulfillment is coming here. 7 of Pentacles. It's in the middle of manifesting. All right. This was nice. We have Leo, Sagittarius coming through. So let's see what they want to say to you. I like this. Forgiveness. They definitely want your forgiveness. So right now, okay, if you are holding on to any resentment towards this person, try and release it. Try and release anger. Try and release resentment, because it just weighs you down energetically. It keeps you in a lower vibrational energy. And I talk all the time about how forgiveness is not about the other person. It's about us and the weight we carry by not forgiving someone. It doesn't mean what they did was all right. It means that you're no longer letting it weigh you down. All right, what does this person want to say to you? You could have been dealing with someone that had an avoidant personality, because the cards keep running away from me. We have unexpected outcome. Things didn't go the way I planned. We did have that Tower in the past, so I don't think this person wanted things to end up this way. They could have also thought, sometimes people with those avoidant tendencies, and I'm not here to villainize them, I'm just sharing information, just like I share information about anxious attachment. This person could have thought they could have easily gotten over you and moved on, but I don't think that's what happened. We do have them seeing you as a missed opportunity. That's what I was saying with that 4 of Cups in reverse. Sabotage. So this person does know that they self-sabotaged here. I mess up the good things in my life sometimes. And nobody is perfect. We're all guilty of self-sabotage. I always say self-sabotage can be as simple as, I guess I'm going to use smoking today. Like, I know smoking is bad for me, but I can't quit. That's a form of self-sabotage. Or I know I'm eating, you know, too much junk food. The minute that you know it's not good, but you continue to do it, self-sabotage. We all have self-sabotaging behaviors. Anyway, I see your side of the story. New perspectives. 8 of Swords in reverse. So now they understand where you are coming from. When during that time with the Tower, maybe they didn't understand where you were coming from. And we have soul contract. The lessons I learned from us will never be forgotten. And I think that applies to you as well, because you are learning lessons here. So Sagittarius, I hope you guys are having a wonderful week. I miss you very much. I'm filming this before I go away, so I already know that when you're seeing this, I'm missing you right now. And I will do your twin flame reading when I'm back from my vacation. And as always, I'm sending you lots of love and light, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.